transfers from Frisco. Got the quarterback in the class from Frisco, another high school, but I'm sure Austin is familiar with Garrett Rangel, and I'm sure Garrett is familiar with Austin Kawecki. And Austin joins us now. First of all, young man, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You know, a good friend of mine that I've known for a long, long time is Greg Powers at Next Level Athlete.
Mm.
And I'll be the first one to say I'm not always a believer in some of the people that are in the recruiting business as far as evaluations and so forth. I really believe that the best people in that business are the ones that are making a big time living in it as full time coaches at the
Mm-hmm.
Division One level and other college levels too. Um, but I've known Greg a long time. He's really good. He put you on the Texas Football Magazine Super Team,
Right. Right.
and he's very high on you. Um, that tells me a lot. That right off
Mm.
there, that right off the bat was a good thing on your resume.
Right. I think his son went to my school too, so he got to see like me in like the actual games and stuff. So that's cool.
Well, and that helps certainly. And then I immediately once I knew Oklahoma State had offered you and was recruiting you. I went to the tape. I've got Huddle where I can look at full games. And you
Mm-hmm.
and I talked about this the other night. A lot of the things you need to work on are things you also don't want to give up. I mean, there are times that I found you downfield where you could have been flagged for illegal man downfield, but once you lock in on somebody, it's hard for you not to want to drive them as
Yeah.
far as you can.
I can't. I gotta dial it back sometimes. Like I just can't help it sometimes. Between those whistles, you just have to get after it.
Well, and here's the other thing too. The another thing that I noticed that you probably have heard from your coaches. Every once in a while, when you put a guy on the ground, and I know it's fun. It's fun when you put a guy on the ground to kind of lay on top of him a little bit and mess with him and let him know you just got pancaked. And this is going to happen a lot to you tonight, and it's not going to be good. But yeah, how many times have you had coaches say, "Hey, Austin, if you really want to, the play's still going on. You can hop up and go find somebody else to put on the ground."
I mean, I don't get that a lot, but I've gotten like if you keep laying on them, like then you need to like stop and like or you're in trouble and like get a flag or something. So they're kind
Yeah,
of worried that I'm gonna get like a flag or like unnecessary roughness or personal foul. So like, they're worried about that more than anything.
like I said, I watched 3 games, and then I threw on the highlight, and your first highlight. I don't know how far you drove the kid, 20, 25, may have been 30 yards downfield, but I'm guessing one of your favorite movie scenes of all time is that scene from Blindside when the guy throws the flag and says, "Okay, what did he do?"
Yeah.
Excessive blocking. Because yeah, that was yeah,
That's
and
how it
it's
felt.
not
Yeah.
like that's the only time. You usually get 1 or 2 times a game where you really drive a guy. I
Yeah.
mean, it's out of the view of the camera sometimes.
Yeah. That's the worst part. 'Cause I can't even see it. Like I want to be able to see it again. Like and like appreciate it. So I love the pancakes. I mean, can't get enough of them.
Yeah, well, and you get plenty. Um, how did your recruiting go? I mean, at what point did it really pick up for you, and you say, "Okay, this is good. I like my choices here."
I say like what's I think it started in like February and it was kind of slow, and then I went to like the All American camp, and that's like when it really picked up because like they filmed all our stuff and like the coaches like were impressed with all my numbers and stuff. So uh, after that, there was just like a bunch of schools calling me like every day, and then I also felt like really comfortable with like the schools that were offering me and like the ones that the coaches I was talking to. So it was a great experience. So
Yeah, and you went out to California, took the visit with USC, I think
hmm
Colorado, Baylor before you came into Stillwater last week. What what caused you to commit to Oklahoma State? Was it a connection? Was it something that happened on the visit? Was it a combination of everything? What sold you on Coach Gundy and Coach Dickey and the Cowboys?
well, just going into it before even like any visits I had taken, I just like felt really good about OSU just because the coaches and the way they were talking to me. But then once I got there, it just felt like this was like the place for me. Like it just felt really comfortable, and I was able to like compare it to the other places, and it was just different in a good way. So I was just like I just felt like that was the place for me to go, and yeah.
What did you like about your visit? That fans are always curious about the visits, and
hmm
I mean, because everybody knows you get fed really good. They have some entertainment. You're going to go around and check out the academic center and the campus, and
Yeah.
but what stood out during your visit?
Well, definitely like the campus, and that was just like a lot better than I expected it to be. Just for Stillwater, like not being so big, so uh, I really enjoyed that, and like going to Coach Gundy's house was cool. So
Who was your host? I'm always curious about that because I know most of these guys. So, who was your
yeah,
host on the visit?
it was Shane Illingsworth, quarterback.
Okay,
Yeah,
quarterbacks. Yeah,
yeah,
Shane. Okay, that's good, man. They were going crazy about you when they get a quarterback to go host you on your visit. That's man, those quarterbacks don't host all that much.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
and you know what? On their end, if I'm a quarterback, the guys I want to host are the offensive linemen because those
Right.
guys are going to save my life.
Yeah,
So I get that.
yeah.
That's
Uh,
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say like he like loves like the linemen. They said like he hangs out with them a lot, so he like definitely appreciates like having a good line, having a good relationship with them. So that meant a lot.
All right. Here's another thing. Speaking of quarterbacks, I mentioned this. Oklahoma State has really jumped into the Frisco school district. I mean, they've you've got the speedster that's a freshman this year out uh, from Lone Star, and then of course Rangel,
hmm
yourself. That's some good football being played across the whole community. Plus, you
Right.
guys get to play in some of the best stadiums. You play in the Toyota Stadium, which hosts the FCS National Championship game, has the soccer matches, and then you've got Jerry's the Star that you guys
Mm.
play some games in.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
that's some nice high school venues.
Yeah, I'm definitely not complaining about those. I mean, it's definitely quite the experience, especially just having a big stadium to play at.
Well, and how well do you know Garrett?
I haven't talked to him, but I've just like seen him, like, cause I mean, Lone Star is like on the other side of Frisco, so we don't play them or throw them in different districts. So, I mean, I haven't really seen him or anything, so I'm sure
Okay.
we'll get to know each other a little more now.
Okay. And then I don't know how familiar you are with the other linemen. They've had a lot visit in the month of June, and this being a dead period now in July, I think they'll probably be. At least several have hinted that they're going to make their commitments now. So, how
hmm
quickly do you jump in the mode of being a guy that, hey, come on, we need some more big guys.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like it's pretty soon because now it's like the thinking, like everyone's thinking about where they want to go. Because I think making a decision in the summer is like a pretty big deal. So I feel like now more than ever is a great time to like go out there and reach out to them. So
Austin Kawecki from Lebanon Trail High School in Frisco, finishing up with the interview with him, latest commitment for the Cowboys. Last thing I'll ask you, and again, it's the most important thing. I know we've got name, image, likeness, and there's more benefits that are going to athletes, student athletes, than ever before. But the real thing you really trade in college, your talents for, is a college education. Do you know what you want to major in?
I was thinking business.
Not bad at all. Business, and there's a pretty good business school. I'm sure they showed you on campus at
Oh
Oklahoma
yeah.
State. So that's a good deal. So, well,
Mm-hmm.
hey, congratulations. I know you're going to keep working hard because that's what you have to do. But
Right.
and try and enjoy the rest of the summer. We got, gosh, just a little over a month before everybody's going to get back to practice and get ready for the season. So. Enjoy a little time here. Congratulations to you and your family and your coaches, and we look forward to seeing you as an Oklahoma State Cowboy.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Austin, thank you. Appreciate your time.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Okay. Austin Kawecki again, latest commitment for the